Good afternoon. I'm Rahul Mishra. I teach strategy and international business and innovation courses. And I also do take a lot of executive management program or development program, management development program with the executives. I have interacted with you in quite a few sessions. Just to take it from Gurpreet, where you have left, I think you did your simulation. Simulation is becoming a new methodology for teaching and learning. And there are different ways. Simulation is not only what you did there downstairs. It's also about role play, That's also simulating that environment. And the kind of role play which we do, and many of you might have done in your classroom, it really helps. And if you look at the millennials and students, they are far more comfortable with the different sorts of teaching methodology rather than only the passive teaching and learning, which we faced in our school days. Okay, the challenge is that there are challenges, and you have seen those challenges downstairs. So if you can speak a little bit about what are the challenges, because it's not so easy also. It's messy. It's so difficult for students to understand. Some of them just get put off. They think that, it's not for me. I'm not understanding. Because it also requires a lot of preparation from the student side in order to do very well in simulation or any role play. But it's a good methodology. Let's start with that. So what are the challenges you feel that you faced? What you did?
It's like at one point of time, you have to look at all these areas that deals with not just economics, but also deals with accounting concepts as well.
Yes.
So you're talking about the production, you're talking about unit costs, you're talking about the R&D,
Yeah.
you're talking about other kinds of expenses that you need to incur.
Yes.
And eventually out of that, out of the investments that you're doing,
Yes.
so the entire motive towards the end is to earn profit. So you
Yeah.
want to maximize your profit.
Yeah. I think we need to switch that off, yeah. Okay, so it will be a kind of a capstone course. It can't be introduced in the very first class or fifth lecture or sixth lecture. It's a capstone course, whichever term you can introduce in. So many of the simulations which you play are really application orientation. So you learn your theory, and then you go and apply and see your experience. And there may not be right or wrong result, but see that can you apply, and given the so many variables from accounting to economics to other concepts, and see can you apply that.
Actually, that is what we were just discussing about.
Yes.
The theory part that we have learned in economics is something very different from what we were trying to apply here then. So it was like basically a hit and run thing.
Okay.
I think the concepts that we have should be very thorough, and
Yes.
we should be convinced with them before giving out to the kids.
Yes, yes. I think, teacher needs to brief a lot, and also in between it helps you, he or she should be helping students. And then also the learning part.
And also how open are we to the challenge?
Oh, yes.
Not myself.
Yes,
It's something which is thrown open to me, so then how open I am.
yes, yes, yes. I can give you one other website which has got a free simulation. That's MIT Opencourseware. If I can write here. MIT Opencourseware. And you can type on Google and then simulations. So there you get free simulations. And the whole class or students can also register individually, and faculty can also register. The good part is, before you do that, there is a case study. So a student can read, faculty can read, and there are questions. So before you go to simulation, you actually have read everything. And then you go and apply. in the given scenario for that. So yeah, you're right, that there are a lot of variables, and somehow we have to find a link between those variables and see if the things are working or things are not working. Sometimes things may not work on that. Great. So I have got some of the slides I've just brought in, and I will be more speaking to you on a role play as a kind of simulation for that. So, role play is also simulation. So when we look at simulation, we always go with the computerized simulation, but role play is a simpler form of simulation, which we can easily simulate in class. We will do that exercise. I will ask you, pair you up, and then I will ask you to sell your bag, or with the best price. So if I'm teaching a negotiation class, I can really simulate and then I will come back to tell you the theory of negotiation. Rather than telling the theory and then finding application, giving examples, let's do that exercise and then understand theory after that. Let's do that. So role play is in building self-awareness and self-confidence. So what is this? So if I can go to, how many of you use role plays in your classroom? Oh, great, great. So you already do that. What kind of role plays, if I ask you? Yeah. Okay.
There are other social conditions where the children can enact
Okay.
a simple concept like social groups.
Okay.
Can be taken up by way of role play where they learn by doing.
Okay.
First portray the characters and then they learn from there.
Okay. So this is what you have done in class. Okay. Others, those who have raised hand, yeah.
So like we have in biology we have the concept of food chain and food web.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to tell them, bring that concept to the class.
Mm-hmm.
The way we review the students and make them that these are the kind of patterns which are there.
Okay.
And then how they're going to link in, how interdependence is there in the ecosystem, how each one is important.
Okay.
So along with that,
So and what is the feedback from student?
they do get to know the concepts. There's one thing, interdependence, that there could not be any one thing which could be missing.
Yeah.
Every single organism is important. And also how one is helping the other.
Okay. Okay.
And survival. So
Okay.
that's another.
Okay. Yeah.
In maths,
Sorry. Go ahead. Yes. Yeah.
in maths, the concept of factors also introduced. So pile of books
Mm-hmm.
and how we can pile up differently and create the different factors of the same number.
Okay.
So in a role play, they divided one between the teacher and the other children, and she had to distribute it equally. So the number of factors were made. The concept of factors to differentiate from multiples was made through a role play.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
Okay, so I was teaching that in our society, the work which women from I think less than the work which men do. So there's this role play wherein there's a homemaker and the student was a part of the textbook. So I sang the role. So there was this lady and the child.
Mm-hmm.
The child was telling her to do not do anything at home. And then the series of events happen, and there's a father who's also involved. And he says that then there comes a point that when women stop working at home.
Mm-hmm.
And the work when it starts to behave anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he had just realized that if women stop working,
Mm-hmm.
the house would be like as if it was hit by hurricane. So then they realized the importance of work which women do and our mothers in the house, homemakers do.
Sure. Good. Yes. Yeah. Please keep sitting here. हाँ.
सुदामा चरित्र जैसे फिलोसोफर है,
हाँ.
उसमें मित्रता के ऊपर कविता है।
अच्छा.
कविता को हमने रोल प्ले जैसे उसको कराया।
Okay.
उसमें बच्चों ने सीखा कि एक दूसरे के साथ मित्रता कैसे चुनाव करना चाहिए।
Oh.
और बहुत जल्दबाजी में किसी को गलत रूप नहीं बोल देना चाहिए। जैसे उसने सुदामा के बारे में सोचा था, उसने कुछ नहीं दिया और खाली हाथ भेज दिया। इसी तरह से मित्र का चुनाव करते समय किसी चीज में भी जल्दबाजी नहीं होनी चाहिए।
Good. Yeah. हाँ.
क्लास 10 में हम लोगों ने बोला
जी
किसी को गाने सुनने का तो वो वैसे ही ड्रेसअप होकर आएंगे
ओके अच्छा ओके हाँ
फिर वो बताएंगे कि मैं गांधी हूँ
हाँ
और अपने आप को उन्हीं की जगह रखूंगी और मैं करके अपने
ओके यस प्लीज कीप सिटिंग या
So first thing, theatre for class 7 work education. So we had asked them to prepare a role play for Diwali and how will they make this Diwali different.
okay
They had to connect it with the concept and also think how will they make the celebration of this Diwali different from the previous ones. So they had come up with very beautiful ideas of sharing whatever they have, their talent, knowledge, and also not bursting factors and realizing what it does to the others. It was very different because usually the teachers preach that don't do this and don't do that in Diwali. But this time they told us what they're not supposed to do.
okay so I think I mean many of you sorry go ahead
I teach social science class 8, so when we're doing in history, we're doing British India. So basically, you make them do all the policies of subsidiary alliance and all. So what I did differently in the role play was generally we present the whole scenario, how the policy happened and who and what. So I added the portion of character talk. So whenever something the character said, so they used to freeze and the kids used to question him. That
Okay.
what were you thinking when you signed this or when you said this? So that's how we went talking to every character about his actions.
Okay, good. So, I don't have to, I mean, you all are, doing that, so it's a converted audience, so I don't have to do that pitch. So it's a good, I think, normally it's an activity-based learning, as we all know as teachers. It's activity-based learning, and it's far better than the passive learning, which happens all the time in terms of classrooms. A teacher is writing something on the board, and students are, writing on their notepad. So it also, let me also tell you, it builds confidence. It builds confidence. For children and all of us, we lack confidence. I'm telling you you are the old teachers, correct me if I'm wrong, that we do not learn if we are not confident. Most of the learning does not happen because we are not very confident deep inside, particularly in maths, and for any subjects for that matter. The child is deep inside, is not very confident. So this is one way to help build confidence. One of the great example, I think many of would be doing that, is that ask that any child to be a teacher for some time in the class. Prepare that for 10 minutes of lecture. He will do a lot more. And it builds confidence. And it helps build confidence. We do in our MBA colleges, we do mock interviews. The idea is simply to build confidence. When you actually go, you will be able to, you have simulated. We have simulated if you have faced 10 mock interviews, hopefully you will not be threatened in an actual situation. So that's a kind of role play. So the role play builds, or simulation helps you build both application, and it helps build your confidence about learning a concept or learning a subject or learning anything on that. So that's very important, and the role play is happening everywhere. And it's just a kind of a training methodology. You go, as you see in this, you go in military, you go in all kinds of war games are happening, all kinds of everywhere it's happening. It builds you. The pilots are being trained in simulator. They are not allowed to go and, just fly the plane and what happens in simulator? So what happens in simulator? If you have seen some videos or so what happens in simulator? The pilots get trained. Sorry?
Some difficult situations are put in front of you and then you got to, how you manage yourself.
Okay. Yeah, just coming, yeah.
It's a theme-based amusement park for kids area, where there are role plays. The kids have to do role plays at different professions.
Yeah.
Firefighters, doctors, and
Yes.
engineers,
Yes.
bakers.
Yeah.
They're given real-life situations and they
Yes.
get their salaries for it.
Yes.
As points, so they
Yes.
can go on to the next game.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good idea for those people who have kids and those people who are interested in it. Can
Yeah.
actually go and play.
Yeah.
From
So,
5 to 15.
okay, so the point, what happens in a pilot simulator? Where the simulators are, where the pilot is getting trained in simulator. Yeah. Yeah.
Recently a movie came out, The
Yeah.
First Man.
Yeah.
So there they talked about Neil Armstrong. That
Okay.
was why I went to watch the movie.
Okay.
And since it was regarding, he has to launch spacecraft and all, he has to
Yeah.
go to space and moon.
Yeah.
So before he was, they were actually deputed for that purpose.
Yes.
Before that, they were given all the simulation and trainings.
Yes.
Where they were, they had to do test runs with regard to what kind of situations they might be able to face eventually
Yes.
when they go.
Yes. So when you actually go and in a pilot simulation, pilot simulator, so all kinds of problems the pilots across the world, which they have faced in real life, that is there. And then they test your response, and then they show you result of your response. So if you have gone through the training for whatever number of hours, you feel confident when you actually go and fly a real plane. It's a building confidence. It's a prop which builds confidence. So we can think of doing all kinds of simulation. The computer is one, just one, what Gurpreet was doing. It's a great exercise. But it will come only after it's a kind of a capstone, where I know theory and then I'm trying to apply the application part and learning from the process. That's not so easy. What is being taught in theory may not work actually in practice. Sometimes people say that, even management very easily, that, whatever you teach, 80% things do not work at the ground level. But then what should we do? But the point is that yes, because there's a lot of variables, there's a human interaction. Management is all about human interaction, or business is all about human interaction, and human beings cannot be fit into any model and any formula. So things will go wrong. But then again, you need structure. You need steps in order to understand. Even in order to understand that variation, you need those things. So that's why we teach that. Okay, great. So self-awareness skill gives person a chance to get clear picture of themselves. All of the role play is a simulation of the real conditions a person can face while doing the job they choose. So this is one part of that, and it's a building confidence. It's all about building confidence. It's about prop. It's an application on that. Okay. Second, just want to show you some of the slides, and you can comment, and these are some of the 3-4 benefits. You can disagree, agree, whatever, you can do that. Any comment here? Any comment? No? So there are many ways to role play. Some of you have described what you have done. Let me also tell you, one more could be arrange a roundtable discussion on any topic with students, and most of the students will be clued in. And those who have been assigned to prepare, they will prepare more. And tell them that this is a kind of television, show which will go on. Either you can become moderator, or somebody else in the student itself, or himself or herself would be. So that's another kind of a simulation. You're simulating classroom, that this is a topic, and which say food chain, which you did in a very good way, but something you can relate to what is happening in the current affairs related with that topic, related with the subject, and there could be a roundtable discussion in the class. So there are many ways And everything and anything can be simulated. Any topic and every topic. And I'm very glad that our Hindi teachers are doing that. Because people say that, I'm from language and I can't do simulation. And I can't do role play. And I'm telling you, particularly if you visit any foreign country where the English is not being spoken, they say one of the biggest problem in our country is that we do teach grammar and everything, but students don't get opportunity to speak in English, to practice it. Platform is not there. So when I'm teaching language or any topic, if I allow them to practice the roundtable discussion or a student becoming teacher for some time, or in whatever way, yes, as creative you can get, yes.
Extracts from novels, temples, and Machiavelli and all that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Also, we could have situation like an interview or an interview.
Yes. Yes.
We get to know what kind of questions
Yes. 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 What is to be written in examination, that can be, a question answer, something like interview. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a new concept of assessment of speaking and listening which has been added by the CBSE.
Yes.
So in order to assess the speaking and listening skills of the students,
Yes.
we've created a mock radio show,
Mm-hmm.
a mock interview,
Mm-hmm.
a group discussion, we
Mm-hmm.
practice templates and
Mm-hmm.
debates and role play is something which we are able to use in our classes a lot more.
Yes.
Because we have plays, we have stories.
Yes.
Like for example, we have Julius Caesar and all in class 10.
Yes.
So we don't do anything. We are
Okay.
there to just give explanations to the students
Yes.
where they need it.
Yeah.
We are there to just tell them, okay, what does this line or this phrase mean?
Yes.
And otherwise, enacting the play,
Yeah.
picking up characters,
Yes.
introducing, everything is their job.
Great.
So wherever they need our help and our assistance, where they want us to explain what does a line mean, and that's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
There are two very famous speeches in this play. One
Yes.
of Oedipus and the other one of Antony.
Hmm.
So this was another activity that we conducted. We
Hmm.
were asked to deliver the speech in the class.
Hmm.
So the speeches were made, we made it accessible to them, these
Hmm.
speeches, so that they
Hmm.
get to know how did the characters delivered in
Hmm.
reality.
Hmm.
And then they were asked to, deliver either in the same manner or modify it according to their understanding.
Great, great. So I don't have to tell you more. Okay. Okay, you're already doing that. Again, I'm just going some of the things which you're doing that. I think you just set up a scenario with a lot of details so that it feels real. Make sure that everyone knows about the problem. Most of you are doing that, so I don't have to tell you. How many of you are using videos in the class? Most of us. What kind of videos you use?
Like, for example, if I
Yeah.
talk about,
Yeah.
if I talk about the English classes,
Yes.
then lately we started using TED Talks,
Okay.
and there are a few documentaries which I watched.
But
and
TED
then-
Talks are difficult for students at a class 10 or 12 level to understand.
No, which they're
Okay.
actually,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Where?
I also believe that they know more than us.
Okay. Is that?
He gave me a list of 15 movies which according to him I should have seen, being an English teacher.
Okay.
He said, oh my God, I cannot accept that you did not watch these movies.
Okay.
He said, this is your to-do list, you need to watch these movies.
Okay.
Now he's graduated.
Okay.
But yeah, he gave me that list and he said that, we keep watching movies and it is a very good practice to have TED Talks in the classroom.
Yes. Okay. But there are YouTube channels. There are many YouTube channels which are available, starting from Khan Academy to all. And these are very, very good prop. Yeah. So there are very, if you just type on Google top 10 YouTube channels for education or for education in class 10th and 12th and others, I think you will get whole list of channels on that. And it's absolutely brilliant. And I'm telling you, whenever the MBA level, we bring in videos, it helps to clarify a lot of thoughts which I may not be able to clarify, And I use videos as a kind of a prop, simulating. Say, for example, I just give you, if I have to teach something called Porter's 5 forces model. So I will explain, but then I will also bring Michael Porter's video, where he's explaining his own model. And students give a lot of attention. Because this is what faculty is talking about, And then there are other videos where, you do industry analysis or say economies of scale and all these concepts. So it always helps. And let me also tell you, it also, my belief is it takes out that pressure from the faculty. You don't have to perform, you don't have to speak always. If I'm going for 1 hour, 15 minutes, I'm not going to speak all the time. So the pressure is not so much on me. It really helps to build that. Okay, sorry.
Students can also refer
Yeah.
to that again and again. Like
Yes.
exactly we have the e-learning resource bank.
Yes.
So it's like a resource bank which can be used in class and later on, the child can use it later on.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So I just want to show you a few more and then we'll go to the exercise which we do so that you So this is the definition for simulation. Any comment here or anything? You have already done that. Look, I'm telling you, it's not so easy to introduce what you have really gone through downstairs before this class with Gurpreet. Many students find it difficult initially. You have to get used to this way of learning, this methodology. Sorry, yeah? Yes, lot of intervention from faculty. Many students, I'm telling you, will feel that it's not for me. It's too complex. I can't learn. That fear is there. I can't apply. So it's not so easy always, but it's a great methodology. Why am I telling you that? Look, this is the problem in our education system, in our homes also. The children are looking for answer from teachers and parents. And they have been inculcated. The problem is when you go outside, you have to decide on your own. And this is a messy situation in the real world. You decide, you falter. But then you learn. Then you are resilient. Then you again make changes. Then you again come back. And sometime in failure, you learn more. Now, if we can inculcate by introducing simulation, that this is the way of learning. This is actually when you go out and you will have to take decisions. You will have to apply the knowledge which you have learned in classrooms. And sometimes you will fail. It's easy. That's okay. It's okay. Be comfortable. And then they will be able to find his or her way out.
And this will increase the decision-making abilities of the children as well.
Absolutely.
It triggers their mind actually.
Absolutely. And it will build confidence. I'm telling you, we can build as a faculty, as a teachers, a confidence of student, he or she will learn on his own. They do not require teachers. Once you are confident, once you are, just this reinforcing that, you can really learn, most of the time they will learn. And they will obviously find some problems in there, obstacles there, but they can overcome that.
And their interest is also generated in that particular aspect.
Yes. Few more slides here. Almost anything and almost everything can be or has been simulated. Every topic. We need to be a little bit more creative. And the simulation is not only about simulation computer game. This is one part. But there are many ways we can simulate that learning. So that's the actual. Okay, let's do the exercise. So two-person, just to tell you that how the negotiation takes place, what the basic theory. If I have to teach, how will I go about it? So two-person, so pair up with one person, and one becomes buyer or seller. You can choose whatever you want to do. And whichever, mobile phone or bag or whatever you want to sell, how do you arrive at the price? And I'm also telling you, if the other person is not giving you a price, you can walk out, or other person, whoever is also. But then you have to tell me that, what is your alternative? Why did you walk out so? And if you have arrived at certain price, and if you have accepted to buy, then why have you done that and how you have done that? So we'll do that. So I'm giving you 10 minutes. So how will you pair up? So two. Two here. One person can, yes, come, please come. Yes. Bring your bottle, you can become a buyer. One person can become a buyer, one person can seller. Yeah. Sorry. Guys, yep, questions. Yeah. Sorry.
We did the same role play for our math students.
Okay.
They had to sell a few products
Okay.
and they had to ultimately make profit.
Okay.
And it was so difficult because the buyers, the kids themselves, since I told them you have to make a profit,
Okay.
were not agreeing to it.
Okay.
All got in a situation
Okay.
that we cannot
Let's see what happens here. So pair up with that. Yes. Guys, 1 hour at 1:15. I'm giving you 15 minutes. That's it. Have you done that? Oh, great. Okay, good. So let's have some experience on that. First, the team which has been able to sell. Okay, great. Yes, please come. Both buyer and seller can come here. Both buyer and seller can come here. No, not role play. What did you do? Okay, great. Okay, just listen to him. Listen to them.
I was a seller, she was the buyer.
Okay.
And I sold out this bottle to her.
Okay.
Explained her the benefits of drinking in a copper water bottle.
Okay.
And then she was saying that the other shopkeeper is selling it cheap.
So what the price you asked first?
I asked for
400. Okay.
Then she was
What was the initial your offer? 350. Okay.
bucks, but I did not agree.
Hang on.
I explained her it is of pure metal and whatever.
Okay.
She agreed on 375, but I told her 5 rupees नहीं है तो
370.
Okay. So that's the process they have gone through, But we tell our students that something we call in management jargon, ZOPA, Zone of Possible Agreement. So, you go through the process. Go through the process of negotiation. And that, let me tell you, it looks very simple here, but this is how the companies also negotiate with the price. Zone of possible. Thank you. So, look, earlier, so that was the price she was willing to give, and this is the price she was offered. So between this, you have to, negotiate. Suppose I say that I will not be able to give you more than 300. Suppose my initial offer is 300. I'm telling you, it will take a lot of time to create the zone of possible agreement. You learn by doing, and you become perfect. And there are ways. How do I offer the price? Why should I offer the price which I have offered? When the great negotiators go, they know the background of that person. They know the background of the product. They know that what is the available price with whatever quantity they are doing that. And they know more about the seller if I'm a buyer. Suppose I'm a buyer here. I know more about the seller and his products or her products, features, and what is the other price available. And then they create this zone of possible, which they also created somewhere about, I think, 350, and somehow they've been able to manage to 370, and this is how negotiation takes place on that.
Probably even the market area also needs to be known. In different market areas, probably this
Yes.
Zopa might be.
Oh yes, absolutely. So it depends. Suppose, say for example, if you're negotiating with your flat, it's tough. You know, the first one is that you have to know about everything about that builder, locality, the prices which are getting, you know. So you have to do a lot of research. Let me also tell you, negotiation also about doing research. But it helps, let me tell you, I haven't given you a case study. Normally we give a case study. I just gave you a very simple scenario. You know, let's see that. What happens? How do you arrive at? But we give a complex case-based scenario, and then they negotiate step by step. And then I come back and teach what is being the theory behind the negotiation. Is that? Okay, let's go to that group which has not been able to, you know, conduct that trade or not been able to buy or sell. And yes. So which one? Which group has not been able to buy or sell? You have been able to buy or sell? You've got the price.
The point is, we have to say here, just one minute.
Sorry?
We all are females here.
Yes.
So selling is that easy and buying, the person who buys is very good. The selling is easy. Probably if the buyer is a male.
No, which, no, okay, got that. I'm not getting into this male-female debate. Just give me that group which has not been able to.
The point is,
Yeah.
we are saying that
Just hang on. One by one. Yeah.
we have not reached the negotiation stage because I am saying why should I buy Dublin when the Milton is available and I have a
Okay, just come here. No, why are you keeping these two? One is, who is the buyer, who is the seller here?
I am selling them and buying.
Okay, you are a buyer, she is a seller. Okay, just what happened to your negotiation? Yes.
When I started the process of buying and selling her this product,
Yeah.
by talking about the features that are there. Along with that, I mentioned the fact that it's an international brand and they're available in different shades. And even this code, the positive code is also written. So it's like a very good impression, first impression that this bottle, wherever you're carrying it, you will leave a good impression. Along with that, I said that within this, she can even have a hot liquid that can stay up to 24 hours.
What the price did you offer? What is the price?
I quoted the price for rupees 250.
250.
But
Okay.
now, sir, my point is,
Yeah.
why should
Hang on, just please listen. Look, role play is also about listening.
why
You know.
should I buy Dublin?
Okay.
Milton is available in the market.
And what is the price of Milton?
Same, 250 only.
Okay.
Why should I buy Dublin when Milton is available and I am purchasing Milton bottles from past so long?
Okay.
And I have a good experience with Milton also.
Okay.
The price is same plus I have an inclination towards, my preference is always towards Milton. So why
Okay.
should I buy?
Okay. What would you do in that scenario? Look, there's another, just be here. There's another concept called BATNA. When you walk out, and this is what she has done, when you walk out, what is your best alternative to the negotiated settlement? Most of the time people walk out if I have got a better option available. This is what happened to them. So unless and until she knows her BATNA, it will be difficult to give the right price and the right features. You know, if I have got a best alternative, you know, and which she has, and the price was not very attractive and she is used to some brand, whatever that is, and she's very happy with that, and the price is also same, she will walk out. No negotiation. You know? So that's why when you do that research, you should also know, I mean, tentatively guess, you can't guess, that what's her BATNA? At the point where she will walk out, people will not negotiate because the alternative is there. The point is, yeah, go ahead.
Many times it also happens that a customer likes the product,
Yes.
wants to buy it,
Yes.
but then eventually they want to sell it at a low price.
I'm
Even that might
just asking her that, would you have offered, had she offered you 200, would you have considered her proposal?
Yes, so the point is, if my preference is always towards
One by one, yes.
no,
Yeah.
sir, the point is, honestly speaking,
Yeah.
I am going by economics. If
Yes.
I am an economics person, obviously, price
Yeah.
will definitely influence my demand.
Okay.
So when I'm getting the lower price of this almost the same substitute kind of a product,
Yeah.
definitely the price will influence my demand.
Yes.
But when the price is constant,
Yes.
then taste and preference.
No, I'm just suppose if I offer you 200.
Definitely I will purchase.
Yeah.
Because
Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point on that? Are you getting the point? The point is that when we teach, negotiation, it's difficult to teach negotiation. Some of the courses, some of the things are skill courses, difficult to teach in theory. But it's easy for you to understand the theory when you actually practice that and demonstrate the class. That look, where the agreement happened, all things being constant, the price was a main factor, and they could be able to formulate in the zone of possible agreement. And where, if you see the agreement is not happening, the other person has got an alternative. Sometime in class, it also happens that she or he has not thought about alternative. Now that's a dangerous situation. If you walk out without having an alternative, that's not a good negotiation. That's not a good negotiation. So you always, in the real life also, if you are walking out, when you go for negotiation, you should have a plan B ready in any scenario.
Otherwise, you will land nowhere.
Yes, you will land up nowhere. You will be driven by whatever forces are driving you. All kinds of forces can drive you. The point is that if you have got plan B and you know your certain reserve price or some point, I'm just taking the pricing part here. There are other factors also. But beyond that, you see that I have got the plan B ready.
Now, sir,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
air fryer. We
Yes.
have Philips air fryer in place.
Yes, yes.
There is no substitute available for that particular commodity.
Yes.
So ultimately, the price will be the only force which is driving
Yes.
the entire market.
Yes.
However, if the substitute is available, the alternative is available, then
Yes.
obviously people will compare and the prices will be negotiated between the two companies
Yes.
so that both can capture the market.
So at the same time,
Many times I think taste and preference will
Also, obviously.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
like you said right now about that particular brand, maybe you are like
Even if the prices are
close
low,
to
I
brand,
am
even if with the price of 200 you would not have changed.
change, yeah, obviously.
and along with that,
Yeah.
for me, it might be with regard to the target customers that I'm approaching.
Yeah.
For example, like I don't want to negotiate. I don't lower my price further.
Please, yeah.
I don't wish to lower my price further because I am pretty aware of the fact that this product will be sold.
Okay.
So the sales of this product are going pretty steady.
Okay.
So at that point in time, even if the other person is
Yes.
not making the purchase,
Okay.
in some way or the other,
You will not go beyond 250.
I'm hampering with my
Yes, you're not going to below 250. That's your, that's where you will also walk out on that. Okay. Oh yeah, she has got an alternative. Yes, go ahead. Sorry?
I will buy you.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, look, the point is that everybody has to have plan B. So look, many of the skill courses, and it helps, I'm telling you, I haven't given you case because that would have taken you 1 hour and given the market scenario. So I just wanted to explain with a very simple example here. One of the things which we tell after this exercise, the class, that look, there is a theory behind that of negotiation. And one of the great things of negotiation is that you know the buyer, if I'm a buyer, you know the seller more than he knows you or she knows you. You must know, you must do research on that. And I'm talking about a very good negotiation. In fact, in any whatever you are negotiating in life, you must know when you go for negotiation, you must know more about that person, the other person, than he or she probably knowing that. Because that makes you more powerful, is the knowledge which makes you more powerful. And you can adapt to the offering where you can have a zone of possible agreement. Then another, sometime, you can bring in third party. Maybe some person in this classroom which is very influential to her. She will listen to her. Third party you bring in. Suppose she has walked out, but still you want to sell, she's a big buyer. She will take a million in quantity in that unit. It's a big business deal. You bring in the third party who can be influential, because people also trust when they make decision. They trust people, and then they take their advice. Based on their advice, so sometimes you bring in, you influence. She may not be knowing that, or sometimes she may be knowing that, but you bring in the third party, influence her. That's how. The point. Thank you. The point I'm saying is here, look, I just want to sum up. Anybody want to comment on that?
Sir, if we can
Yeah.
influence the seller also that you sold this to my friend at 200 rupees, that can also happen.
Oh yes, this also happens. Yes, it happens in that.
Negotiation can happen from both ends.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Seller wants this.
Please.
Lower the price.
Yeah.
The seller would want to lower the price.
Yes.
Only if the other person is purchasing large amount of quantities, then
Yeah.
they can consider lowering the price.
Yes. Guys, so just to sum it up, I just want to sum it up here. So I come to the premise that anything and everything can be simulated. And teaching needs to be simulated. It's a very non-threatening way to teach and also to learn. It's a very non-threatening, because let me tell you, when you set up a test where it's easy to falter and fail, students will be far more freer than a test where it will determine their grade. And it's always better as a teacher to set up that test in class where is perfectly okay to fail, perfectly okay to come up with very unique answer and defend yourself even if you are wrong. So everything and anything can be simulated. Simulation is a great way to build confidence. If we build confidence of a student, he or she can learn anything. And there are many ways, many of the things you are doing, so I don't have to tell you, role plays, computer simulation, roundtable discussion, student becoming a teacher for some time in class. These are all important ways, in a non-threatening way, you can help build confidence to the students. That's my take on that. If you have any comment or anything, that's it. Thank you. Thanks.